August brought another month of ups and downs for the One Piece TCG market, and depending on where you look, it was either a month of steady strength or wild volatility. On the sealed side, confidence is still sky high. Some of the oldest and most collectible products climbed once again, with PRB01 and OP01 leading the charge. But at the same time, OP12, the newest set, struggled in both sealed products and singles, as the hype cooled off quickly. For singles, the very top cards of the game stayed pretty much steady, but lower tier special rares and alt arts were all over the place. Some cards saw brutal losses, while others doubled in price almost overnight. So let's break it all down. As always, I'll walk you through sealed products, high-end singles, and the biggest risers and fallers of the month. Hello internet and welcome back to my channel. TCG Monkey here with your August One Piece TCG market overview. Just a quick note before we dive in. If you're also following Pokémon TCG, I've uploaded a full monthly market overview for Pokémon as well, but that one's on my second channel dedicated entirely to Pokémon content. You'll find the link in the description down below and on the pinned comment if you'd like to check it out. I'd really appreciate it if you choose to also follow me there. But now back to One Piece. Let's start with sealed products, where things are looking very strong overall. PRB01 was the biggest winner this month, climbing 22% to $370 per box. Collectors clearly continue to chase this set, even though many of its chase singles are cooling off, but the chance to get the full Manga God Pack might still drive prices up. OP01 Blue Bottom boxes, which are basically the first edition version for OP TCG, jumped again, rising 22% to $1,745. Even the sleeved packs for OP01 went up 22%, now around $22 each. Other winners included OP08 boxes, which surged 12% to $117. While EB02 boxes gained 5% to $180, and OP05 boxes also climbed 9% to $250. But not every set is rising. OP012 boxes dropped 11% to $130 in August, a clear sign that the hype wave after release is already cooling, but that's to be expected. Pre-sales for the upcoming PRB02 set are starting at around $232 per box, and it will be interesting to watch it as we move into September. At the very top of the singles market, August was relatively calm. The two most expensive cards in the game, OP09 Golden Manga Roger and OP05 Manga Rare Luffy, stayed flat at around $2,900 and $2,800 respectively. Meanwhile, Gold SSP Luffy from OP11 slipped slightly by 6% to $2,240, and its silver counterpart held steady at $1,170. Fresh OP12 chase cards were the big story here though. Gold SSP Teach dropped 31% to $1,030, and the silver version lost an even steeper 39% to $762. High-end singles like Special Rare Zoro Juro, minus 58% to $76, Special Rare Ace, minus 53% to $69, and Alt Art Leader Zoro, minus 63% to just $74, were some of the worst performers of the month. But honestly, that's not surprising. As we said before, prices almost always dip shortly after a release. Players and collectors tend to overpay early, and prices settle fast once more and more boxes hit the shelves. Also from OP12, Manga Rare Bonnie slipped just 9% to $439, while older Manga Rares like OP09 Shanks, which lost 5% to $656, and OP09 Teach, which fell 5% to $627, also took mild hits. But still, aside from those, most Manga Rares stayed flat in August, showing that this tier remains one of the safest places to park value in the game. Before we continue with the video, if you enjoy this type of content, I kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's free for you, but it really makes a huge difference for me. Thank you! Now let's get into some of the most interesting swings that happened in August. On the downside, PRB01 Golden Dawns had another rough month. Doflamingo's Golden Dawn dropped 19% to $109, NL's Golden Dawn lost 8% to $93, Kid's Golden Dawn dropped 26% to $64, Sakazuki's went down 25% to $60, and Crocodile's slipped 23% to $52. After months of never-ending growth, these are continuing to decline. But on the other hand, some mid-tier alt arts and special rares absolutely exploded this month. PRB01 Alt Art Houndblaze was by far the best performer of the month, surging by an outstanding 228% to $56. OP06 Treasurer Nami skyrocketed 70% to $44. EB01 Alt Art Brook jumped 53% to $41, OP01 Alt Art Sanji gained 56% to $41, EB02 Alt Art Yamato spiked 59% to $50, and finally OP04 Special Rare Newgate climbed 50% to $55. This is something we're really used to with the One Piece TCG in recent months. While high-end stability is strong, the mid-tier singles can still see massive price swings. Looking quickly at the Japanese market, things were a bit more negative than on the English side. Golden Manga Roger slipped 6% to $2,150, and OP05 Manga Rare Luffy also fell 5% to $1,900. Other notable drops included OP01 Shanks, minus 10% to $400, OP02 Ace, minus 10% to $530, OP06 Zoro, which also lost 10% to $510, and OP04 Sabo, which took the biggest hit, down nearly 40% from $480 to $300. But there were a few bright spots too. Manga Rare Boa Hancock from OP07 climbed 25% to $530, Manga Rare Law rose by 10% to $275, and Zoro's Golden Dawn gained 11% to $144. All in all, August showed something we're pretty familiar with. Sealed products are strong, the very top-end singles are stable, but lower-tier singles remain volatile, with some expected losses in OP12 and some surprising winners elsewhere. If you're a collector, you might want to wait a bit before getting your favorite OP12 hits, since many are likely to stabilize over the coming months. Golden Dawn cards are also slowly losing some traction, so you might find some opportunities there. While for sealed products, OP01 boxes, either blue or white bottom, are still the safest bet in my opinion, along with the anniversary sets OP05 and OP09 that might increase in the near future. So what do you think? Did you grab any of the OP12 cards while they crashed, or are you holding out for sealed instead? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy these monthly market overviews and want to stay ahead of the game, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you soon in another video. TCG Monkey out.